my bubble watch team is West Virginia. I don't think anyone anticipates them to win the Big 12. Good football team, but they're a little bit in transition, I guess you could say. Um, but they played Pitt really tough,
They did.
and now that Kansas has made their mark on the FBS landscape, now that loss to Kansas is not as devastating. Certainly, when I was watching that game, I was having to dab away the tears a little bit, saying, "Oh, this is going to be a long year." But I think West Virginia could very well be a bowl team, and even if they they just have to stay with Texas, they just have to, and I think they have the kind of offensive, defensive playmaker balance where they can make Texas nervous throughout. JT Daniels, I think he has done more than I certainly expected. And I get to watch a lot of West Virginia football living here in Pittsburgh. They're on, the local cable feeds, and they're always on the various other networks. And their converted tight end slash running back, Donaldson, he's a freshman. I can't wait to watch him for all 4 years. He is just been, and nobody really talks about him except for you and I off the air. He is just another guy where you're edging to the edge of your seat because you know if they're going to hand the ball up to him, if they're going to throw the ball to him out of the backfield, which makes him that danger. Being a converted end, having him coming out of the backfield, that is huge. West Virginia could very well be fun. And as we saw in the backyard brawl games in week 0 that opened the season, really, they have defensive playmakers. They can force turnovers at critical times. So they if they win this game, they have a ball. They're going to a ball. But I don't believe that they're going to win this game. But if they can keep it close and then they can pick off another 4 wins, I think it would be hard to deny West Virginia a trip, especially a trip to like a more maybe regional bowl where their fan base can travel better. That's the biggest complaint from West Virginia fans being in the Big 12. It's not that easy to travel from Morgantown, West Virginia to any of the schools in the Big 12. It just isn't. So I think it would make them a team that you'd want to invite to a bowl like the Armed Forces Bowl or the Pinstripe Bowl or whatever it would be because their fan base is passionate and will travel. So this to me, they're a bubble team. If they get blown out by Texas, I think that could take them out of, even if they get to 6 wins, that maybe they're not going to be invited to a bowl. But I for me, West Virginia is going to be a fascinating watch, not only this week but for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I like that. We got a message from Drixley says West Virginia interesting view, and also said it would be cool to see them get a bowl. Yeah, I agree on that one. They got 8 games left, and they got to go 4-4 to be eligible for a bowl. As of right now, before the games start and we get a new AP ranking, 4 of their teams they play left are unranked. 4 are ranked.
Right.
So this is one of those games where Texas is unranked. So if you want to play that game, yeah, this is a must win. They have a tough schedule because they are all Big 12 for the rest of the year. They're all conference games. And we talked about how in depth the Big 12 could be. So they could go 6-2 or they could go 2-6. And it would not be a surprise which way it goes because of how tough this division is. I think Texas is a must win for West Virginia if they want to be bowl eligible. I think that they have a hard time getting to 6 if they don't win against Texas because they go right to Baylor, then they go to Texas Tech. Texas Tech is not ranked, but that's a team that could easily be ranked. TCU, Iowa State. When we know about Iowa State, I mean they're favored against Kansas for damn sake. So and then they have a gauntlet the last 3 games against Oklahoma, Kansas State, and Oklahoma State. So I think this is a tough route to get through, and I think that their route is almost over, almost puts an end to it if they don't win against Texas. I agree with you. I like that pick.